Hey, happy Saturday. Yeah, the 5th of February. Saturday. Welcome to the Music Shop Talk Show. Yeah, you can ask questions, feel free. I broadcast on Saturday to just enjoy some music with y'all. I hope you do too. This is a little song I wrote called Chillin'. I kind of dig this song. It's got some cool harmony. Hey, there I am. I'm using funky number 11 on Drum Genius at about 95. I can't drive 95. Hey, what's going on? Are you frozen? That's chillin'. Made to 7 Shop 11s. Hey, good afternoon. Just doing what I love to do on a time when we're all kind of like stuck at home due to weather here where we live. We got rain, then ice, then a lot of snow, and here it is Saturday. And the best thing to do is always make music. So welcome to my talk show. It's a place for you to ask questions, and I'm going to go through my Facebook channels, refresh them, catch the broadcast so that we can chat. Yes, if you're there, say hello. Come on. I'm looking for you. Okay, here we go. Let's go into this one. All right. Patience, everyone. When you're broadcasting and you're trying to pull data back, it's funny. Okay, there we go. We got that one. That is... which one? Well, we don't know. We'll find out once you guys start talking to me. That was a song that I wrote called Chillin'. And, you know, a lot of times if you pay attention to a song that an artist records, you'll find that some of the harmony that they're working on during that time that they write those songs is harmony that they may be working on, you know, like, so that's why you hear interesting concepts to new songs recorded by different artists just because of that, you know. So I've got both my student and friends Facebook thanks to Restream, and I can see all of your chats up here together. So if you guys want to talk to me, please, by means, I'm right here. All right, we got everything going. Welcome to the show. Just a little perusal, my website, b3monaco.com. Please visit. There's a whole lot of things going on over there. If you go there, I have videos for sale that are digital downloads. You can download them instantly. Or if you're in the mood for storing plastic, I mean DVDs. We can ship them all around the world. Doesn't matter whether you're inside or outside the United States. But downloads are instant gratification and the same content. By the way, I love to teach. Been teaching for a long time, as I found that being a teacher means I am a true student. Still learning and trying to learn. So I have a little first-time lesson with me. I record everything. It's a whole hour. Here's some things about my lessons. And you can even buy some group lessons. I keep them down right now because of our pandemic, and so we just hope you can stop by. By the way, I have the information from today's show that you can actually come down and view. That's a little private place on YouTube. You can get a little extra information about things. And of course, you know, there's that thanks for your support. So whether you come to my website or my shop, if you don't mind, I always appreciate a little of that. It helps go around. Those of you that are into Facebook, please join my Facebook groups. Tony Monaco Students and Friends. Right there. Yeah. It's a cool place. A lot of nice people there hanging around talking about the organ. That's my favorite topic. Lately I've been getting into some different kinds of music just to explore new ideas with different tones. But I'm going to probably revisit a lot of my own songs that I've already recorded with a new harmony structure. I think that music is about the growth in rhythm and in harmony. So in order to achieve the levels of playing this instrument where you have true freedom with your left hand, and there's different kinds of styles. Some organ players play predominantly bass pedals. Left hand is used for accompaniment or counter lines. My style that I learned was from the first Jimmy Smith record, where the left hand bass and the pedals work together. So you'll notice a lot of times my left hand might be doing some different things while my bass is playing the roots. And that's because I'm covering the low tone roots with my pedals and sometimes playing some fills with the other notes. But remember that if I didn't have the pedals, I would have to make sure that I predominantly come down on the right beats so that you would feel the bass. Okay, so the style that I play is one that's been developed over many gigs, many moons, many bands, many situations, and this is the way I like to play it. I like to consider it bass count, double bass, because sometimes I'm doubling lines, sometimes I'm supporting, sometimes I'm in octaves, that kind of thing. On the lower manual of this thing called the Hammond organ, it's where you hear most of the comping, which means the complementing. So you hear in between, like maybe a solo line or something, I may come down. Or a lot of times I just do a chorus of comping. Hey, Benjamin, welcome to the show. If you got any questions, fire away. I'm hoping to get some more people going. It is Saturday, and I know we're digging out. Hey, Rudy, welcome to the show. Let me get something kind of medium swing here, medium up. I'm going to comp on something a little bit, something that's fun. Let me get a different groove. I like more straightforward grooves when I'm playing swing with the organ, just because it helps support the quarter notes on the bass lines, you know. So let's play a song you all know pretty well, a song that we've been studying in some groups. And just have fun with it, playing it loosely. Just imagine whatever. It's a cool tune. Turn the drums down a little bit. They're a little heavy there. So the key is, when you're comping, is to shadow the chords in on the pedals. Right now, I'm just keeping a tempo with the drums. Hear those roots? It's bad, isn't it? Sure, Matthew. I'm just tapping the feet now, and I'm choosing to play above this C line right here, because this is the word the true 8/4/8 sound is being heard. So when I go below that magic number, all the low tones, 125 hertz for B natural, I think that is, so 124, all of these low notes are missing. That's called fold back. So rather than wire each note from the tone generator to play that 16-foot, they just ghost. I'm at the bridge, right? So what's happening, Matthew, is in order to get those low tones, I can play them with my feet along with my left hand, and that's why I kind of like to keep it up here, because that's where it's got its full power. When I start dropping down, it ghosts a little bit from that fifth. But see, it's really not going down. See how you hear that going down? Up. But when you go down here, it kind of loses that effect. So what you want to do is make that line up. So I can feel the real bass with the left hand, but feel the low 16s. Sometimes I might tap them. See how I hit the roots? C, F, E flat, D, G, tritone, C, tap, 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 C. So sometimes what I'll do, Matthew, because of that, see, I like the bass line up here. And then double it. That's when it gets real full, is when you play the full line. But then you have to kind of learn how to play the line that you can accomplish with your foot, with your left hand, so that they can walk together. Okay? I think I'm at the first day. Let me try a new line. Bridge 2, 5, 1. I like C7 flat 9. F minor, you could stay there. D minor to C. That's a Lohengrin turn there. Now if I want to go down, maybe... So a lot of times what I'll start doing is separating the two and play with the pedals the lines that I need to, usually the roots. I can't do that with my foot, so I'll just catch it. Let me not talk and play. Like that. So that fullback thing is actually cool, because if it wasn't there, if the notes went down all the way, and you can get that on clones, you can go in, some of them you have to go into the computer to program, some are right there, they allow you. You can turn off the fullback or even adjust the point, like you might find you go down to E. So if you're not playing with pedals, the lower octaves. If you're not playing with pedals, Matthew, listen, this organ, actually, this is the second keyboard that has been put on it. The first one, I was very young when I got this organ, and I played it hard. So bashing down, I had some places where the keys would stick, and it just got to the point where my friend said, look, just get a new set of manuals and put them in. But the original set was wired, because the guy came over our house. It took him all day and to split the organ apart, because they got to go to the tone generator and grab the 16-foot, tones and wire it up so that it went to these 12 notes here from B to C, so that when you pulled out the last drawbar, you would hear the extra 16. So if you have, excuse me, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. If you have a clone that has that feature of fullback, that means that you can take off that place where the bass repeats itself and add into it the pedal tone. That's what you're actually doing. You're adding the 16. I found with some of them that moving the split point of that fold back, if you have that control, more than just on or off, is like you might find somewhere around E, F that you don't want all that 16 down here, because if you get stuck playing down here all the time, you're pushing a lot of air. You're pushing a lot of amperage, and you don't want to be doing that all the time, because it's just big, low bass tones all the time. You want some, mountains and trees and sky, maybe a few clouds. So having those low tones blasting all the time is, to me, too much. That's why I think my teacher instructed me right by saying, look, try to build your bass lines like a real bass player. Go all the way up here and go all the way down. Now, if it's a 4-string bass guitar and you got this wired down, it can't go any lower than that. That is your lowest tone. But the organ goes all the way down to C. So we accept that as our low note. Hey, Bob Ross, man, he's kind of re-instructing me how to live here. I'm digging Bob Ross shows. They're pretty cool lately. Just mind expanding, think about music as a painting, right? So anyhow, I hope I'm helping you, Matthew. Is there any other questions you have? So change your roll-off point. And, in that case, when you do that, you might have to mess a little bit with, your amp I believe that you should just run everything flat, and if you need more bass, turn up the bass amp if you have a bass amp. Okay, great, Matthew. Happy practicing and messing around. But if you do the lower bass thing, I do want to give you some hints. When my teacher came to teach me how to play the organ, they would actually drive to your house back then. His name was Jim Russell. What a cool guy, man. He knew I loved Jimmy Smith, But he had the rules and he had the methods, down. So he explained that very thing to me about the bass. Players go up this high and they go down that low. And this was then wired. So when I went down there, you could hear the 16. And so that's why I developed more bass lines up here, because when I had that, if you got stuck down there, like I said, you're pushing a lot of air. And you want to try to, balance your bass lines, because if you had a real bass and you were only playing the bass with 4 strings, I'm sure you'd just not play the open ones. You'd try to find some different notes, right? Well, they go all as high as they can go. So to give you an example, let me just play another swing kind of tune, or even a funk or whatever. But swing is kind of cool because you can actually walk the bass line all the way up and down. So let me do it that way so you could really hear the effect. I think that's the best way. Hope you guys watched last week's show. I'm getting ready. I just got the window to join the O-Bubble service, which is going to allow me to broadcast 24/7 on the new YouTube channel. I just need to get content together. So it's going to be a couple days. Tax season, Let's see, let's get something up. Well, we can get rid of that clove. This is 200, right? So I'm just going to play some chord changes to, like, out of nowhere. Hey, Linda, how are you? And I'm going to use this, since it's in G, as the highest note that I might want to get to with my bass, right? See if I want to hear the low notes. You'd be playing down here. See, I went all the way up. Now I'm just resting my pedal. Just letting it drive it. So you don't need pedals to make it. I'll just get rid of them. Now if you had it lowered, you'd hear those low notes. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I stay up higher so you hear those. A little bright, take the chorus off. Whoops. It's all about the drive, really. Turn around, right? Oh. If you know where one is, just go there, huh? And never in doubt. So, I like to keep the bass kind of dancing and free, as you know. But if you noticed, I keep it moving from high to low because a real bass player would do that. So if you want to sound more authentic, hey, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming to the show. I just have fun playing music, and I invite you all to come on my journey with me. Hey, if you feel like supporting me, I am a professional musician. And I love to do this show. So any questions we got? This was good on the bass line. So we got some good questions. Let's see. Groups are quiet today. They're tired of me talking about this new lo-fi stuff. Digging it, don't you? I dig that lo-fi stuff. You know, you just grab a groove and you play with it. So, and I think really the more simple the groove, the better. Here's why. It gives you more time, space, and fill. The only thing is, you got to be very patient if you're going to be playing this stuff because the tempo ranges are in the slow side. Let's see what we got over here that's real slow. Maybe this might not be appropriate, but let's see what we got. No, I don't like all that crazy. I think we ran into this problem last time, didn't we? Let's just get a cool Harvey Mason groove. So you don't want too much, right? My friend Harvey Mason. Yeah. I did this lo-fi on this tune. Getting ready to do a bunch, you know. So I'm thinking for the tune that I'm thinking about doing. Have to go slow. Actually, it's going to have to actually go slower. Let's see what this funky 12 will do. I don't like too much of that double up stuff, see? So we're going to try to stay, we're going to find it here. I'm looking for a real simple slow. Anybody know one on this Drum Genius? Hey, how about hip hop? No, they got one at 80. Maybe that'll come down. It's a little hard, you know. But it could work, you know. I'll explain that. So I got a groove here called Hip Hop 3. This is at 66. Remember, this is 132. So what I do in the pedal is I sit on the organ bench with my rear end towards the back, see? So my foot's just hanging, see? So when I tap, I just tap with the front. So if you don't have pedals, sit so you're just kind of hanging and let the front ball of the foot. That way you don't have to hit it. Good morning. Hey, Don? What? God bless you, man. Really? Come on, man. This is to Don. Sure, it's tax time. Going on? Ballad settings. Yeah. Well, you know, I like the lower manual. Just like it is, because it's already set up to be violins or horns, depending on your speed. So if I add a little reverb and slide a little bit, sounds like violins. And you want to slide into all the things and make it real legato. And change octaves. Sometimes I like to cross my hands, right? Because I'm better at playing chords here. Maybe pull all the stops, right? But keep... See, and when you can play with this, then and if the upper manual needs louder, just take the vibrato off the bottom, put it on the top. And if you need more, start pulling. I like the all white ones. If you just pull out all the white ones and the first one, that's called salt. So what you could do is double the top note. And sometimes my stretches get in the way. So you can play counter melodies. Like a little arrangements, you know. That's right, George Shearing. Or take the same sound and sometimes with ballad, you can approach it like Jimmy Smith did and not have to play all that dramatic stuff all the time. Let's just kind of keep it loose and just... I'm at the end, right? Just simple. Just kind of speak soulfully. Hey, David. Oh, yeah. Sometimes just hold them out. Sometimes I like to suss this. So you could talk with your hands, man. See how it feels back? Because if I take this reverb off, get it dry. Watch this. I got a little distortion. See, now it's right in your face, you know, a little bit too much, right? I like slow. To sleep. I think that's the idea. Lo-fi, just kind of laying out there. Don, what am I using for distortion? Well, the burn pedal has built-in distortion, and I like it. It drives pretty crunchy for me. I'm not distorting at all on the meter, so we're not pushing red anywhere. This is just the sound. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah? The best way to get distortion, how about the businessman's bounce? Yeah, let's do it. I'll do the businessman's bounce. What was that groove? So this is a term I like to use to a groove that just kind of hangs out there. You know what I mean? Was it just a medium swing, Don? Number 11 or something like that? Brushes. No, not this one. I remember this one's a death trap. There we go. We were playing some really cool song, right, Don? I'm going to play it. Now, this one we're going to need to get the drums. Should I tell the story? So coming up in the profession of playing music, you play a lot of gigs, man. And a lot of them is never about you. You're there to entertain or be backdrop music. Some of the best paying gigs are the cocktail parties for the rich companies with the big executives talking about their promotions, you know. And I kind of feel this one. Can you feel it? They don't walk around at the cocktail party that much. They just kind of graze around. So, how about some hors d'oeuvres? How about some cocktail wieners? Barbecue? Or croissant and crust? Yeah, have a gin and tonic or a double. Hey, John, did you land that big deal? Susan, how about you? I hear you're going to be vice president of the company soon. Congratulations. I love those parties. They usually pay well, as long as you play soft. So what you want to do on this is kind of get that laid-back Sunday. See, I'm creating a little bit of friction, right? I'm putting the comp and the bass in two different places. This is kind of sticking behind. But I'm putting the bass in top, you know. That's the business, man. Bounce. This is good for squabbling, too. I never tried to squabble on this tune. But see, I don't think of this as anything but the most beautiful tune that it is, right? Hey, Germany, welcome aboard. If you can sing it, squabbling. I'm experimenting. This is cool, right? Try to find another one. It's all about groove. Hey, George. How's everything, George? That's to my good friend Don Baker, Captain Don. All the things you are, chomping with the businessman's bounce at a nice swing medium 10. And that was at 110. I like to usually go to the 5 and go up to B major, to E major around the clock. You're welcome, Don. I'll play that again. All the things you are. So now I'm playing a B flat bass, and I'm kind of holding an F minor, suspending it. I like to make it diminished as if we're getting ready to go down there, see? But I don't. I go up. B, around the clock to the 4 of B, E. Right? Now I'm a half step above. And because this tune is in E flat major, I can end right there in E flat major. All the things you are. Hey, it's been a great afternoon. Thanks for joining me. God bless you all for your tips. They really helped me during this time. We are hoping, and things look optimistic, right? We'll always stay that way. I'll see you next Saturday. Please stay safe. If you're in this part of the country, please stay safe. Don't slip and fall. God bless you guys. We'll see y'all. Good night.